sound of cowbells or screams of hotty toddy, which will make their presence known in this one. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. It's the Mississippi State Bulldogs and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Checking in with the Mississippi State head coach before the game. This is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The run inside. It's Lacey. He breaks a tackle. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Fighting off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Opening drive of the game, and they're facing 3rd and 1. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Pulls it in. It's Haas. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Showing off the arm. Getting up close to midfield. Gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially in the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Running inside, it's Lacey. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when you break out the hit stick. When you come and that guy gets struck and he goes backwards, that's how you bring it.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's going to take off. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
Maybe a crease. Gives him the big stiff arm. Touchdown, Rebels. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
How about that first drive by the offense. Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. An 84-yard drive there, and the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Quarterback will keep it. There he goes. The 30. The 20. He's at the 10. To the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
And the extra point is good. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Sends it downfield. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And I'm kind of surprised that's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, 1 touch, 1 touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Plows through the defense. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Quarterback now breaking the field. Trying to make magic on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
The run inside. It's Lacy. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
Man, he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator or the offensive line coach is block those guys. Don't watch them tackle on guys.
Got the tight end outside. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the red zone, it's Lacy. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
And he tacks on the extra point. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back has it. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive line to push some guy backwards and make some holes?
The Land Sharks circling. Crown getting this defense whipped up on third down. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Coming out with it, it's Johnson. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made him look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Taylor wants to throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
In these situations, 3rd and eternity, I know exactly what to do. I'm putting more DBs on the field. I know it's a pass, my best pass defenses, and then I turn my pass rushers loose. Go get that QB.
Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. First play of the drive wants to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. So many rich layers in this one. Dak coming off the bench, fumbles in the end zone to lose it, legs being hiked, coaches being fired. This has it all, guys.
And such proud people in the state of Mississippi that love their football. And it feels like, Palmer, these games always come down to something at the end of the game that's so fun and controversial.
What I love about this rivalry, too, is that historically there hasn't been a lot of conference championship implications or national title implications, but they play this game at the very end of the year, and it just matters so much in the state. Bragging rights for an entire season on the line.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on third down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Rebels will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
And finally, we see a little bit of that, which we talked about coming into this football game. Like, we highlighted him. He's a really good football player. They're going to feature him. He's going to make big plays. Today, the defense has absolutely shut him down. That was actually his longest carry of the day. They're going to need more of that from this offense.
It'll be 3rd and long. Got it, looking for a first. Turning it on. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly, on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
And now a chance to pull even. 1st and goal as we get late in the first half. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Really nice job by the safety on that play, deep in their own end. They were ready for the quarterback run, and he was spying him the entire time. As soon as he saw the QB take off, he was able to rally to him and make a nice tackle.
After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Trying to barrel in. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Taylor wants to throw it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. He got it. That'll bring him to within 4. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Rebels will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. State comes out on offense to start the drive. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
A big third down coming, and hotty toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Pulls and fires complete. And that won't quite be enough for the first down. Knocked down just short of the sticks. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Now give it to Fluff. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Taylor wants to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Obviously, this quarterback is a huge part of their rushing attack, and you've seen that early in this game. He's been very, very productive running the ball. Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes it's on scrambles like what you just saw. But with his speed, he makes it so difficult on a defense.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all 4th downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter 4th down. You're on your side of the field. You're down. You're trailing in the football game. So I think this offense might have to take this opportunity to be aggressive, try to make this 4th down conversion, and try to go down the field and get some points on the board.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They take the lead with the 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Following Ole Miss' 1926 victory in Starkville, a melee between the fans ensued. Imagine that in this rivalry. So the two sides got together and said, what we need is a trophy to calm the passions of each side, and they settled on the Golden Egg. Thus, the Egg Bowl was born.
Yeah, what calms everybody down more than it?
There he goes! He's up to 55 yards rushing, and he's closing in on 1,400 for the season.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got two quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
Stepping to the right. He'll pull it down. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
The number one key for this defense coming into this game was finding a way to stop this quarterback from running the football. And guys, they have not done a good job of that early in this game. He has been able to get out of the pocket, whether it's been design runs or scrambles like on what we just saw. The defense has got to start changing it up. They need to spy him more, I think, moving forward.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. Sends it back in motion. Seven-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
And the Rebels will have it 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Wide open downfield. Touchdown Rebels. And they take it in for 6 more points. Then a touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, they had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Taylor wants to throw it. Rushes on him. Fires on the move. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The sure hands, it's West. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day. A little carried away with that roughing penalty. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. Gonna take a shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Neither of these teams cracking the top 25 as we are in the final week of the season. Let's take a look at where things stand right now. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Now on the move. 5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5. Mississippi State right back to the line. Taylor wants to throw. Under fire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, then you're going to have time to throw.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got his man on the right. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the 1st down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here's a heat. The offense coughs it up, and they were on the move. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Taylor wants to throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. pass on second down. Got out of trouble and throws. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is 3rd and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short, got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult 3rd and long situation.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. He'll set up to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And, man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got him where you wanted him. You backed him up on 3rd down. You knew they were going to throw the football, but they just couldn't stop him. They give up the first down, and time is running out. This defense is going to have to get aggressive.
Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Lacy. Fires quickly. Open space at the 25. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
It's so nice to have that tight end that can be a chess piece. You can move him around, and then guess what? He can break tackles. He can make explosive plays. You've seen tight ends grow and get faster and bigger and stronger, and they throw it to him short, and look at the speed. He does the rest for the long touchdown catch.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Taylor wants to throw. Now sliding to his left. He's going to run it. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. He'll take a deep shot here. Leaping grab for a big gain. Brought down after the huge gain gets this offense set up at the 27.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it. Threatening 1st and 10 from the 27. That's caught. It's West. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Mississippi State going up tempo. Wants to keep it in the air. Lets it go to the end zone. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Running inside. It's Lacy. He's got 67 yards on the ground for them so far, has his eyes set on that 1,400-yard mark.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
What a run by their tailback, and simply one of the best in the entire country. And his ability to make people miss is the reason why, guys. That's one thing that's just not coachable. You have it or you don't. That was something they identified in him when they were recruiting him to come play in this offense, and now it's come to fruition. Defenses have such a hard time bringing him down. This defense is going to have to do a better job gang tackling as this game goes on.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Lacy. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
Great job on first down. Great job on second down. This defense needs to come up big one more time. They got to get the stop. Big-time moment. I got to get my offense the football back.
Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the grab at the 30. Touchdown Rebels. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. The Honey Toddies are full-throated right now as Ole Miss builds the lead.
They got the momentum going. The offense is clicking. You see that a lot of times with Ole Miss. Big rivalry game against Mississippi State. Can they respond, Palmer?
And Ole Miss, you know, is one of those teams you just blink and all of a sudden they're blowing you out. That's been the case here today. The Bulldogs got to find a way to slow them down.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. They'll snag it just inside the 10. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Using his feet. Quarterback gets the first down. There he goes. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. Breaks into the open. Powers through. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Looking to throw on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Made a defender miss. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
But how nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust? You can put it in his hands on 3rd down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your guy. He sees it, nothing open, tucks it, gets a huge 3rd down conversion for this offense.
Going for 6. Touchdown, Rebels. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. They stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. And it is Ole Miss marking its territory in this one and taking down Mississippi State to claim the Egg Bowl. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.